Welcome back. Before I continue with the story, I want to play one of the many videos we received yesterday on Facebook from everyday Americans eager to join our team here on Unfiltered.
Newsmax couldn't have picked a better person to cover the news and tell us the truth. Dennis Michael Lynch is a non-politically correct patriot American. And it may hurt some people and it may tick some people off, but that's what everybody that admires him for, because he tells the truth.
Thank you, Paige. Now, keeping within the truth, one of the narratives the media loves to tell is how immigrants fill the jobs that Americans don't want or don't need. Baloney. Truth is, no matter where I was in the United States making my film, I always heard a much different story.
I just want a job. If you got people coming to this country illegally, and then you got people coming over the summer here, like from Russia and all the different places, we don't have a chance.
You mean you don't want to collect welfare?
No.
What happened to you?
Well, I ran out of work and I've been trying to get work all over the city and I couldn't get any work, so I come on and hold a sign out on the highway. You know, but we don't. They get other people from other country and give them the jobs.
How long have you been out of work?
Over 2.5 years.
And you can't get a job because you don't speak Spanish?
That's right.
And this is in the banking industry?
That's correct.
Hey, how's it going? So what happened? Would you really work for food?
Yes.
Why are you out of work?
They're cutting us, the people who live in this country and pay taxes here, they're taking our jobs away from us.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't have any work for you, but I'll give you some money, all right? Sound good?
Okay.
Yep.
But I'm really willing to work.
My question to you is, why does the government continue to issue and extend H-1B visas when there are tons of Americans, just like my husband, with no job?
Now, what industry tells me is that they don't have enough highly skilled engineers.
Given the list that you're getting, I mean, we're not getting that. Why do you think that the H-1B program is so popular with big corporations?
I will follow up on this.
As sad as that is, hands down, the biggest load of BS sold by the mainstream media and its favorite guy on earth, President Barack Hussein Obama, is that the border is secure.
I mean, we stayed right outside a drug cartel where guys are up in the trees with machine guns.
If I went down to where those tree lines start,
And you walk toward there,
Yeah.
you wouldn't make it. They put the drugs on, they move them right in there. Then they move them along the border, coming right over this short fence. They bring them right across this ranch here. That's how risky it is.
We've got 4 cameras on the ranch. We've got street lights for 4 miles. And the street lights help the illegals. And we don't have any agents. That's one of the things that you guys have to prove with filming it. If you had agents up there, this wall would work better.
We caught 100 in 24 hours within 1.5 miles of the house.
When you say caught, what do you mean by caught?
I mean, rode up on them, there they are. We call the Border Patrol, they come get them.
They do.
I can't go feed my animals at the barn without taking a firearm with me. And I might, you know, maybe there'll be 10 of them asleep in the barn. And I have 2 grandchildren that live on the ranch too.
When we come home, we clear the house. We go around, make sure no windows are broken. Go inside with a gun, clear every room. Make sure nobody's in the house. How many people in America have to do that?
Look, you know, there's some people who just see you guys on television and, you know, it's a real cowboy kind of setting here. And they say you're just racists, you know, and you just, you wheel in your gun and you see these guys coming over and they're not white and you just...
That's a bunch of bunk. That is absolutely ridiculous. You know, that's a picture that some people have tried to paint, but it's completely wrong.
60 Minutes came out, set up their cameras, and they started focusing on the weapon that I had. I had a 38 on my belt, and I said, let's just look at this thing. You're so damn interested in the weapon, and I emptied out the shell. They're all shot shells for snakes. I said, I'm not out to kill anybody, but that's all they could focus on was the gun first.
If I'm going to jump over the fence, this is where I'm going to jump. So do you think we could possibly have another 9/11 instead of people coming in through airplanes? They're coming in through the border?
Well, yeah.
Who says they didn't come from here to
Who
start
says
with?
they
Two of them
didn't?
took flight training here.
Cochise College.
Well, the other problem that hadn't been discussed is the OTMs, other than Mexicans. And that's what's coming across the border in numbers that nobody will fess up to. My neighbor found a Koran in a backpack. Another friend of mine found a prayer rug. A rancher friend of mine over east of Douglas had 10 Chinese come into his ranch. There's lots and lots of OTMs coming across the border.
That's why it's not a race issue, because it isn't about one race, it's about people coming here illegally.
Exactly. When we come back, the liberal media in Hollywood completely reject the truth, plus the real story about terrorists and how they enter America.